What's up, students? My name is Jared Pickrell.
Brittany Page.
Mario.
Travis White.
And Brian Moore.
And we are loving connecting with y'all online.
You know, in Joshua 1:9 it says, "Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go."
This means that the Lord is here with me, with you, and with everyone watching.
And because God is here, we're gonna do church. And so we're gonna have an awesome time tonight during our service with giveaways, a fun game, a time of worship, and a helpful message.
We know that this is a season where things are really uncertain and strange. But we want this to be a time together where you can feel encouraged and hear truth.
So if you're from Richmond, Missouri City, or West End, we'd like you to reach out to us and to your small group leaders.
We're missing you and praying for you daily, and we cannot wait to see y'all face to face.
With that being said, we hope you enjoy tonight's service.
Cool. It's sweaty up in here. I'm so hot. It's sweaty up in here.
We're missing.
Okay. I didn't say that. Well, what is going on? Take live. I hate this angle.
What's up, everybody? I know this is weird, but we hope wherever you are, sing really loud. The louder you sing, the better we sound. Yeah. We should have kept going.
Little do y'all know I'm pregnant as well.
Oh!
You heard it here first. You heard it here first.
Without further ado, we're starting on, dadgummit. We're not starting because it's just a one-off freaking message.
Lord, and I just pray that they hit every note and no belches in between.
Amen.
Emily was
That was a serious problem, really.
Well, what are we saying?
Hey, I'm so-and-so. I'm so-and-so.
That was a whole leaf of spinach.
Some of you have been in quarantine for 7 weeks. Actually, pause, I'm pretty sure. Okay, what I'm gonna have you do, y'all floss all the time. We're gonna have to step back, it's too far. Okay.
Thought that sounded okay.
Do you want to do it again?
Yeah, they won't.
Okay. I'm just gonna edit that out.
I try not to bend down because you can see how bald I'm going. I've noticed that on my COVID cover. It's like, wow!
Hopefully I can knock it out in one take.
I just totally messed that up. I don't even know what my intro was. I just...
Are you still rolling?
Yep.
Can you start over?
Before we kind of get into that, I have a question for you. Nope, don't like it.
Thanks for worshiping with us. We want you to know that this is a time, nope, that's not even the line.
To all my RPC kid men, whoops, see, I already messed up. I'm done.
Oh my gosh!
There's nothing he can do about it. And nope, out of focus. What the fudge?
There's not anybody actually playing a drum kit. There's somebody playing a computer keyboard going, you know? It's ridiculous.
Things are a bit, I'm sorry. It's okay, it's okay.
You sing, holy, holy, holy. Open the eyes of my heart, Lord.
What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to my channel.
Bible study that we're going to be going and showing up. Nope, don't like it. All right. Series that is coming up, or not series, yeah. And studying.
I mean, that's another one. That's one more.
Tell me, where's the middle of the camera? Like right? Just right here?
Yep, that's middle.
Okay.
Are you getting my calves in this? Are my calves in your vid? hair.
No,
There's hair. There's like
There's not corona on your stomach,
there's
okay?
chest hair or stomach hair.
We're excited, so we'll see y'all then. Boom, 13:56.
Get us over at Instagram Live.
Nailed it.
Okay.
He's done for you. All right.
You're definitely gonna wanna be a part of this. Cool. Cool. Worship.
Let's go, baby.
How would you worship next to your crush?
I'm everyone's crush. They'd be worshiping next to me.
Ooh, how they worship me. What's going on, Take MCTX? It's Brittany Page, and we are back Wednesday night, Take Live. Honestly, I'm loving this. It is so much fun. If you aren't already, hop in the chat. I'm over there talking, Travis is over there talking. We wanna hang out with you during this, so like talk, let us know what you think, let us know what's going on, roast us, whatever that looks like. Hey, I don't know if you know, but on Tuesdays at 11 a.m., we go live on our Instagram. And sometimes it's me, sometimes it's Travis, but come hang out with us, hear what we have to say. Sometimes we throw out an announcement and it's kind of a big deal. So you're definitely gonna wanna, hey, subscribe, turn on post notifications, whatever that looks like on Instagram, you're gonna wanna do that. Tonight, Travis is gonna be bringing a fire word as we wrap up the last week of Philippians. But before we do that, we're gonna go into a moment of worship. This might look different for you. Maybe you're in your room by yourself. Maybe you're on the couch with your family. Maybe you're actually hanging out with some friends. Small groups, guys, we're starting to get somewhere. But whatever that looks like for you, stand up, sing out loud. Maybe you're not gonna sing and you're just gonna reflect on the words. But there is something really special about just saying it out loud. And so what I want you to do is get up wherever you are, and I want you to use your imaginations and worship.
We love you, God, so we do it for God. Jesus Christ.
Worship like you're here at the Take. Let it sink in. Let's go.
This is gonna be the coolest party ever.
Everybody, I'm Emily and this is Nathan.
Hi, I'm Nathan.
And today we're going to be singing two songs. One's an oldie but a goodie. Not a pond, not a lake,
No.
not a river,
No.
but an ocean.
Oceans. I see what you did there. That was very clever.
Thanks.
All right. Ready to get started?
Let's go.
All right.
In ocean. made stronger in the presence of my Savior. Spirit, lead me where my trust is without borders. Let me walk upon the waters wherever you would call me. Take me deeper than my feet could ever wander. My faith will be made stronger in the presence of my Savior. And I will call upon your name and keep my eyes above the waves. When oceans rise, my soul will rest in your embrace. For I am yours, you are mine.
Nice. That's good. Oldie but a goodie. I like it. All right. This other one's not an oldie but a goodie.
This one's a newie and a Grady. I really like this song.
A Newy and Grady.
It's great.
Those don't rhyme.
It's okay.
A Newy and Chewy.
Sure. Newie and chewy.
Newy and Chewy. You just want to chew it right up.
So good.
So good. So good. That's right. We actually, Marissa and I introduced this to students last week. And you sang it this morning, or this week, this Sunday, right? This
Yes.
past Sunday, when you and your family did your little
Drive
morning
around
worship.
worship.
Yeah, that's right. It's good. It's good. Graves in the Gardens, folks. Sing it with us.
I searched the world, but it couldn't fill me. Man's empty praise and treasures that fade are never enough. You came along and put
What's up, guys, and welcome to the take. I was supposed to say takeover. It's always the beginning. What's up, guys, and welcome to the 4th week of Philippians. We're so excited that we get to be able to do service with y'all. You get to hang out on live. Make sure that you're chatting with BP and I as we go throughout the service and everything else, and then jump on small groups after. But going ahead and getting started, one of my favorite sayings, I know that I haven't been here long enough, and you might have heard me say this sometimes, but one of my favorite sayings is, what a great day. And I don't really say that like, okay, I do say it when it is a great day, but usually like when something happens, I have this sarcastic side of me that just clicks in for 90% of my humor. And it just goes, I just say, what a great day, right? It's kind of like you're going to Chick-fil-A on a Sunday and you're excited, and then you pull up to Chick-fil-A, or you're on the way over to Chick-fil-A and you remember, oh, hey, it's Sunday, it's closed. What a great day. Like, that's when I usually use it. Okay, if something sucks or something bad happens, right? Kind of like us having to do this whenever we learned, hey guys, we're gonna have to do church online. What a great day, right? So I usually use that like all the time. If there's something that happens and it just sucks and it's not great, like I'll go and say that. And what I love is going and looking in Philippians and looking at Paul whenever he goes and writes in chapter 4. In verse 4, he kind of starts it off that way. He starts it off by saying, rejoice. And like, if it was me back in his day, right? He's getting arrested, he's getting persecuted, he's going through all this other stuff. Like, I'm sure that I would be going and like getting put in handcuffs and sarcastically saying, what a great day, right? Like, I'm sure I would say that so many times. But he's literally saying rejoice, like, what a great day. Not sarcastically, but in the true sense of, hey, rejoice, be happy. It's a great day. And it blows my mind when we read these scriptures to see that, he's been arrested, he's been beaten, he's been persecuted, and all this other stuff. And he's still sitting here saying, rejoice, what a great day. And so we're going to be reading real quick. It's going to be Philippians chapter 4, verses 4 through, I think it's 8 or 9. Let me look. I'm trying to find the last 9 through chapter 9. So we're going to read it, and it reads as follows. It says, rejoice in the Lord always. I will say it again, rejoice. Let your gentleness be evident to all. The Lord is near. Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God, and the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus. Finally, brothers and sisters, whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable, if anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think about such things. Whatever you have learned or received or heard from me or seen in me, put it into practice, and the God of peace will be with you. What he's saying, hey, be happy, rejoice, go and look at God and see what is so great. And some of you are thinking, okay, I've gone down this road, or you've seen this. You say, I've gone down this road, and I'm sorry, but I've said, okay, I'm going to rejoice in God and Lord, and through all these awful circumstances, and then just stuff sucks. Stuff happens. And you look at Paul and you say, how can you look at all of these circumstances with joy? How can you look at all of this stuff with being happy and everything else? And it's the same with you. How can you go and look at these different things and troubles and all these hardships that you go through with joy? You go and you jump over to James chapter 1. It says, consider it pure joy, my brothers, whenever you face trials of many kinds. For you know the testing of your faith develops perseverance. And it's saying, hey, when it comes to trials, be joyful in them. How can you do that? And I'm not talking about Corona or anything else, right? I'm talking about your parents fighting, or the possibility of going through a divorce. You're having suicidal thoughts or depression, or you're having just an awful time with self-worth. Whatever it is, you're just like, man, I can't. How can I look at this circumstance with joy? How can I do this? How can I go and follow what Paul is telling me to do? And some of you might say, man, I've tried it, but I don't see it working. I just go back and fall into the same little dark hole that I was already in. And so that's what I want to talk about today. And there's just two, I want to say simple, but also difficult things to go and to do to kind of help you have the same mindset as Paul. You look, he says, rejoice in the Lord always. I think that's a key because, sometimes whenever we talk about rejoicing, being happy, we're not rejoicing in the Lord, we're rejoicing in our circumstance. If it comes to something, we say, wow, what a great day because you have something going on that's great over here. What a great day because I get to go play, play a sport at the next level, right? Or you get to go and get a full scholarship to go somewhere and go to a college of your dreams, or you get to go and be on this sports team, or you made the band or choir, or whatever it is. You say that's a great day, but then if that's stripped from you, then you're wondering, how can I go and be happy with God when my circumstance is just awful? When my family's having a hard time, when I'm having a hard time personally, how can I go and be joyful? How can I look at these circumstances with joy? And there's two things again. They're super simple, but also something that's very difficult. When it comes to life, the first thing is focus. If you think about it, there's always one thing that we're told. Whenever you have a task at hand, whenever you have something to do, you're told to focus. You ask Maddie, my worst thing is multitasking, okay? Because I cannot focus on more than one thing at once. I'll go and be like fully devoted to something, but in the back of my head, I think I have ADHD. I've never been tested for it. I don't know. Maybe it's like a slight, I don't know. Look, there it goes. It's hitting me right now. But right, if you go and you have a task that's going on, and you're focused on that, and then you have something else that pops in the back of your mind, and you end up going to that. You end up leaving this task behind, you're focusing on this one, you're focusing on that one, you're focusing on all this other different stuff. Guys, I'd like to challenge you, ask you, what are you focusing on? Because again, if it is your circumstances, if it is something that you find just this short happiness in, at some point in time, there's going to be a hardship in that. And if that is what you're focused on, you're going to be led down a dark path. You're going to be let down. You're going to be lost. If you're sitting there and you have a boyfriend or a girlfriend, and you're like, well, I just love him so much. He's so cute. He's beautiful. He's my boo-boo and all of this. Guess what? He might let you down at some point in time. And what might happen? You go into some kind of depression, some kind of something that could hurt you. And so I would challenge you, what are you focusing on? Because again, we go to the first verse in what we've read in chapter 4, verse 4. It says, rejoice not in your circumstance, not in someone else, not in something else, but in the Lord. When? Always. It's to go and to focus on Him. And the second thing that will go and help you to have joy in hardships and joy in trials and all this other stuff, which I would say and argue is one of the most important things, is to remember. If you ever have anything that shapes who you are, it's your memory. Right? If you went and had an awful experience on a roller coaster, or with a school or with something, that's going to shape your opinion. That's going to shape who you are. That's going to shape what you do. Correct? In the same sense, whenever it comes to the gospel, whenever it comes to God, it's important to go and to remember who Jesus is. Because if you can go and remember what He's done for you and who He is, I would go and argue and improve that will go and shape your decisions. That will go and shape your future. You go and you jump down to verse 8. It says, finally, brothers and sisters, whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable, if anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think about such things. Remember such things. Guys, I'm sorry, but whenever I read this and I think of anything in the world, I do not think of anything in this world as true, noble, right, pure, lovely, admirable, and praiseworthy except for Jesus. And that's what He's saying. He's saying, hey, remember that Jesus is true, that He's the one true God. Remember that He was noble, that He went and said, hey, I know I have to die on this cross, but I'm willing to go and do it for you. Remember that He is right, that any time that anyone came and challenged Him with any kind of argument, He said, hey, remember that I am the Son of God. Hey, let me show you what really is right, what really is true. Whenever it is something that is pure, Jesus is the one who's pure. He's the one who is perfect. Whatever is lovely, he is lovely. He's the definition of love by going and saying that you are worth it. I am pursuing you. I am dying for you. He is admirable and he is excellent and praiseworthy because of all of these things that he's done. Guys, when it comes to circumstances, it's hard to go through them. But if that is what you focus on, then it's almost impossible to get through them. And so when we talk about Paul, I mean, take it from him being in jail again and beaten, imprisoned, and all this other stuff. The first sentence in verse 4, he's saying, rejoice. Why? Because he went and he focuses on Christ, he focuses on the Lord, and he remembers who he is and what he's done for him. Guys, I want to challenge for you to be able to do that. Whether it's the corona, I'm tired of kind of talking about corona, but whether it is corona and you being in self-isolation and having to deal with that, or if it's your worry about this next year, what you're going to be doing, or if it's a boyfriend, or if it's a girlfriend, or if it's self-worth, whatever it is, or if it's a secret sin that you keep battling with and you cannot get away from, whatever it is, guys, what are you focusing on, and are you remembering Jesus? Because if you focus on the Lord and you remember what he's done, again, that's going to influence your decisions in the future. So I challenge you, again, those two things, focus and remember. Let's go ahead and hop into small groups.